You arrive without memory of a door. There is only the scent of dust and aging paper, a smell so profound it feels older than your own bones. Before your eyes adjust, you feel it, a silence that is not empty. It is a held breath, vast and unending. You are standing in a corridor of shelves that climb into a darkness too high to be a ceiling. It is a library. The light is weak, originating from no discernible source, casting the endless rows of leather-bound books in a soft, sepia glow. There are no tables, no chairs for reading, only the aisles stretching into an impossible geometric eternity. You reach out. Your fingers, hesitant at first, trace the spine of a book bound in deep, unmarked crimson. It is cool to the touch, the leather smooth as stone. There is no title, no author, no call number. Every volume is the same, a silent, anonymous monolith on the shelf. Curiosity, a feeling sharp and bright in this quiet place, urges you to pull it free. It is heavier than it looks. As you open the cover, you are not met with words. A face sleeps on the first page. It is a woman, her features rendered in ink so fine they seem to breathe. Her eyes are closed, her expression one of utter peace, as if caught in the deepest and most perfect moment of a dream. The page itself is not paper, but something warmer, softer, with the faint, porous texture of skin. You can see the delicate blue veins beneath her eyelids, the ghost of a freckle on her nose. This is not a portrait. It is a presence. You turn the page. Here, a cascade of images, silent and fluid. The woman as a child, chasing fireflies in a field you have never seen. Her first love, a shy glance across a crowded room. A life unfolds, page after page, filled with joys and sorrows so vivid you feel their echo in your own chest. You feel the phantom warmth of a sun on your skin, the sting of a tear you did not shed. You see her grow old, her face a map of all these moments, until the final page, where she lies still, at peace, her story complete. You close the book, and the feelings vanish, leaving you hollow. This is the library of faces. Every book holds a life, not a life that was lived, but a life that was promised, a potential perfectly preserved. These are the unborn, the stories that never found a voice. And so you see it, the truth of this place. You begin to walk. The sound of your own footsteps is a profanity here, a clumsy intrusion on the sacred quiet. You pass shelf after shelf, each one holding thousands of silent faces, millions of unlived lives, an infinite tapestry of what might have been, a child who would have discovered a cure for a disease that has not yet been named, a poet whose words would have healed nations, a simple farmer who would have known a love deeper than any ocean. They are all here, catalogued and complete. Then you see them, the librarians. At first, you mistake them for shadows. They are impossibly tall and thin, figures of pressed paper and dried ink, their forms rustling with an almost imperceptible sound as they move. They have no faces, only smooth blank ovals where features should be. They glide through the aisles, their long, delicate fingers tracing the spines of the books. They do not read. They are not here for the stories. You watch one. It stops, its blank head tilting as if listening to a sound you cannot hear. Its hand, stained with the faded script of 1,000 forgotten languages, settles on a plain, grey book. It pulls the volume from the shelf and opens it. You move closer, a moth drawn to a strange and silent flame. Inside, the face is fading. The features are blurred, indistinct, like a photograph left too long in the sun. The ink is retreating from the page, the lines of the life within becoming pale and ghost-like. The librarian stares at the fading face for a long moment. It raises one hand and gently, almost tenderly, closes the cover. There is a soft, final thud. A faint puff of dust, like a sigh, rises from the book. The dust motes catch the light, and you see they are not dust. They are fragmented letters, commas, and periods dissolving into nothing. A potential has been lost. A story has been unwritten. The librarian slides the now blank book back into its place on the shelf. Its duty is done. You feel a sudden chill. A thought, clear and sharp, pierces your mind. What did you do this morning? You search for the memory, for the simple, tactile sensation of waking up, of light through a window, the taste of water. There is nothing, only a smooth, blank space where the memory should be. You look down at your own hands. In the dim, eternal light of the library, they seem less solid, thinner. You can almost see the dark leather of the book you are still holding through your own skin. How long have you been here? The librarian, its task complete, turns. Its blank paper face lifts from its work and fixes directly on you. There are no eyes, but you feel the weight of its attention, a pressure that is both physical and psychic. The constant low hum of the library, a sound you had not consciously noticed until this very moment, changes pitch. It becomes inquisitive. It has seen you. It has recognized you. You are not a book. You are not a librarian. You are an anomaly. A deep, primal fear, colder and more absolute than any you have ever known, seizes you. You turn and run. Your feet pound against the floor, the sound echoing like thunder in the crushing silence. You race past shelves blurring into a smear of color and shadow, but the aisles twist and turn, reconfiguring themselves. There is no exit. Every path leads deeper into the library. The feeling of being unwritten accelerates. It is no longer a gentle fading, but a violent erasure. You try to recall your mother's face, and all you can conjure is a smudge of ink. You try to remember the sound of your own name, and all you hear is the rustle of dry paper. Your history, your identity, the very foundation of your being is crumbling. It is being catalogued, filed away. You stumble into a new section, one you have not seen before. The books here are different. They feel familiar. You pull one from the shelf, your hands trembling. The cover is a shade of blue you once loved. You open it. The face on the page is almost yours. It is you, but with different eyes. A you that made a different choice at a crossroads you now barely remember. You turn the pages and you see the life you could have had. The family you never raised. The home you never built. The person you might have become. It is beautiful, and it is perfect, and it is not yours. This is your unborn self, the potential you abandoned to become who you are. A shadow falls over the page. You look up. The librarian is there, standing over you. Its blank face is tilted down, an expression of final, dispassionate judgment. Its paper fingers are reaching, not for the book in your hands, but for you. And in that moment of pure, undiluted terror, the logic of the dream is unveiled. The final, terrible truth. The librarians are not just curators of the unborn. They are auditors of reality. Their purpose is to find stories that do not belong, to correct errors in the great manuscript of existence. They seek out the lives that are frayed, the narratives that have run their course, the people whose pages have become worn. You are not a visitor here, dreamer. You are an acquisition. You look at your hand, the one resting on the page of your other self. The skin is becoming translucent, thin as vellum, and beneath the surface, faint and dark, you can see them. Lines of text, the first sentences of your own story, appearing on your own skin, ready to be read and filed. The librarian's hand descends. It is not an act of malice, it is an act of order, of correction. You look past the towering figure, back at the infinite shelves, the endless rows of closed books, the silent, sleeping faces. You think of the millions of stories held here, perfect and complete, and you understand why they are so peaceful. Their stories were never corrupted by the messy, unpredictable chaos of being lived. They were never subjected to the pain, the regret, the slow, inevitable fading that comes with choice and time. The library does not collect lives, it purges them. It takes the messy, dog-eared, annotated stories of the living and smooths their pages, closes their covers, and places them on a shelf in perfect, eternal silence. You glance down at the book in your lap, at the face of the you that never was. Its eyes are closed, at peace. The feeling you had when you first arrived, that strange and unsettling sense of being a blank page in your own mind, you realize now it was not a symptom of your arrival. It was a premonition. The library was not invading your mind. It was telling you its intention. The librarian's touch is cool, like old paper. It does not hurt. It is simply an ending, a final turning of the page. The rustling sound grows louder, closer, until it is all you can hear. It is the sound of your own story being put away. The last faint echo of your name is spoken not by a voice, but by the closing of a heavy book. And then there is only the silence, the held breath of the library, waiting for the next reader.